a hero. One that can do something, something, something. I'm totally butchering this song completely, but I need a hero on the Nostalgia Funhouse Hero Tournament. Somebody to
He's
go.
gotta be strong and he's gotta
That's
be
it.
he's gotta be faster than light. That song to this day still slaps, Andrew. That's a fantastic song. I used to when I was a kid. I had that song. I don't remember what the soundtrack was. It was one of those famous ones that it was on.
Oh. Wasn't
Uh,
that Karate Kid?
no, I remember it from Short Circuit 2, but it was on another movie before that. Anyway, my mom had the tape for it, so I'd listen to it as I was fighting with my Ninja Turtles against the Foot Clan. So that was the soundtrack to it as it was going along.
I
Because that
love
song
doing
pumps me up.
I love doing soundtracks. One of my favorite projects I had to do was ninth grade English. We did Romeo and Juliet, and one of the things we could do for the project was make a soundtrack. And
Oh,
I was like, this is amazing. I put on Metallica's Nothing Else Matters and like the Marilyn Manson version of Sweet Dreams.
yeah. Yeah, mine would just be all, if it was Romeo and Juliet, it would just be like Johnny Cash is hurt for the whole thing.
What soundtrack was this on?
I want to say like it was on one of the,
Footloose?
that's it. That's got to be it, right?
That really just like deflated my balloon.
Well, I know my mom loves Footloose, so that's got to be it. That's got to be it. Guaranteed we had that soundtrack in the house. I don't care what you think about Footloose because that I Need a Hero song rules.
Footloose. I wanted something better. Like they used it when
I said Short Circuit too.
yeah, and then they used it for what is that? Masters of the Universe Revelations.
Yeah,
They used it for that too, and it got me all pumped up,
yeah,
which a lot of people don't like, but I enjoyed because it wasn't called He-Man, it was just called Masters of the Universe. And
yeah, because that's what it is. It's the
yeah,
Masters. It's not just He Man.
it's not could have been Lords of Power. Could have been Lords of
Yeah,
Power, but they said that was too religious. But getting back on track of heroes, this is our hero tournament.
right. In the steps of our villain tournament from last week, we've now moved on to the heroes.
Yeah.
Which hero is going to reign supreme at the end of the day? Because whoever wins this is going to get our victor from last week.
Yes, Apocalypse
That's right.
goes up against Apocalypse. So Johnny, in old retro pop fashion, let's get into this.
Oh, that's Richard Bliss, my friend. But
Or
yes,
retro bliss. Sorry, it's a retro show.
I know, I got you. It's all me at
Is
the
it
end of the day.
weird that it's that both of those shows have retro in them and now they're kind of are retro?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. You're right. Yeah. Well, you see, when I created these two shows, Andrew, I was like,
Oh,
Richard Bliss came first. And I was like, I want to talk pop culture too and talk about the history of it. Let's make a sister show. So in my brain, it was a sister show to Richard Bliss. That's why they both have the word retro in the title. Thank you for this TED Talk. You're welcome.
I am Johnny Townsend. You can catch me on PBS.
I am Johnny Townsend. Welcome to PBS Presents. Here we are. We have Heroes Tournament. First up, we have some ninja guy versus
Oh,
a
you did not.
oh,
You know who that is.
oh, I
You
did that
know
to
who that is.
did that just to trigger you. Oh, he's going to get some some insect man of some sorts.
Isn't that a Racton man from WCW?
Oh man, if it was, that's a easy win already.
We got to do a wrestling one of these.
Of course we do.
We got to do
Uh,
a wrestling one.
but
The
here we go. This is
King
a
of the Ring.
this is a heavy hitter matchup right off the bat.
Snake Eyes versus Spider Man.
That's right. These are two incredible agile opponents, right?
Yep.
Two very good fighters, obviously. I would say fighting style I would give to Snake Eyes because Spider Man really didn't have any training. He just kind of learned on the job.
Yeah. And I hate Spider Man. So,
Oh man, I love Spider Man.
okay. So I've probably mentioned this before. The reason why I don't like Spider-Man is I remember just as a very young kid, him always getting beat constantly. Like I remember my dad sorting his comic books,
Yeah, well, that's
and
why I
you pick
relate
up
to him because he hardly wins.
and you pick up like the Amazing Spider-Man, or even I think it was like the Web of Spider-Man at one point was the series.
Yeah, he is constantly getting beat up a
And
lot.
there's always his mask is always ripped
He
off.
goes through so many costumes, right?
He's getting buried alive. I think he got buried alive by Craven at one point.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, I just
But he also has one of the best rogues galleries in comics, like only second to Batman, in my opinion.
I would say they're arguably very, very good. Like that's a good question, actually.
Yeah. But man, I think all right, you got to put your biasness aside. This is a one-on-one competition here. I
Snake
think this
Eyes,
is I think this is very close.
Snake
The
Eyes does
snake.
have a wolf
Okay, all right. The other question I have is
and a gun.
Spider-Man's going up against a lot of guns, a lot of
A ninja with a gun?
I would dare say so.
Yeah,
Craven's like a ridiculous guy with a gun. He's not a ninja, but good gosh. The other question would be, does because my Snake Eyes knowledge has long left me. Does he have anything beside? I mean, this I'm not knocking him at all because he's my favorite GI Joe, like most kids.
yeah.
Does he have anything besides his abilities and skills and stuff like that? You know, Spider-Man has this strength factor
No,
in there.
no, I think that's what puts him over. Actually, is Spider-Man's like strength over Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is just a badass dude.
Oh, he most certainly is. Yes, that's why I hate this matchup because I would love to see Snake Eyes go on, but I don't think he does.
Yeah, this was all just random. I hit the fill-in spot.
Yeah, yeah. So Spider-Man's moving on. I think.
Yeah. All right.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. All right, next up, here we go. We
Go
got
sing it, Johnny. You'll do it more justice than me.
Go Green Ranger. Go. That song freaking rules too, by the way. That was from what was that? Which Power Rangers was that from that we saw?
It was the Halloween one with the pumpkin guy.
Yes, yes, that rules. Highly recommend searching that one out just for that song alone. You can find the song alone on YouTube because I found it and listened to it repeatedly. But this is a great matchup too. This is just my childhood just kicking me in the face left and right on this.
I almost went
tournament.
White Ranger, but I figured Black Ranger, or no, I'm sorry,
Green Ranger
was like it's kind of like your first love.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of went with him.
Well, my favorite Power Ranger was the Black Ranger. I thought Zach rules.
I thought Zach was way better than. I still get mad at Matt when he's a Red Ranger fan, like Rocky Red Ranger, where I'm like, dude, that's but
yeah, but
he's younger than us, but hey.
But here we go. This is a pretty great matchup. What are you thinking about this?
The first thing I thought about this when I entered these two, because I think
this is green on green, by the way.
This is does he have the use of the Dragon Zord, which you kind of got to go with that.
I think they both have their weapons they always have.
Well, the Dragon Zord
is well, technically I would consider that a weapon, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Green Ranger.
I have seen Link take on some incredible villains and survive, and he's really smart. I mean, he's solving puzzles left and right.
These Zelda characters have gone up against some iconic people.
Yeah. So this is I think this is a pretty close one, but I think the fight's going to get to a point where the Green Ranger is going to have to call in his his backup, his big robot buddy, and I do think that's how he wins. I'm with you on that one.
All right. Look at that one. Somebody you left out, Johnny, on your heroes list.
I left him out because I didn't want the whole thing to be completely biased. And I'd already put a lot of superheroes on it when I sent you that. But yeah, my favorite X-Men is Cyclops.
We kind of have a miniature fan club.
Yeah, me, you, and Matt, all three of us really enjoy. Oh, by the way, I know I've turned you on to the Tim Bell Pod. It's another podcast. Highly recommend it. It's a pro wrestling podcast. It's very awesome. But Jake is also a big Cyclops fan.
Of course he is, because he's also a Shawn Michaels guy, and he's not big on Bret Hart, just kind of like me.
Yes,
I think if I ever was to meet the Man Scout Jake Manning in real life,
he's very cool. By the way,
I-
I've met him a few times.
I think we would get along well because I'm not. I enjoy Bret Hart. I think Bret Hart's great, but
Yeah, you can't take anything away from Bret Hart, but I know what you mean.
I'm a
Yeah.
Shawn guy. I'm a Shawn guy.
Yeah, and I'm a Goldberg guy. So, okay, all right. You're gonna have to remind me about you have to remind me about the cowboy. What does he do?
It's not just a cowboy. That's Brave Star. All right. So Brave Star has a laser pistol, but he
Okay.
also
Which he will need.
he also has the ears. What the ears of that doesn't make eyes of the hawk. So he has hawk-like vision.
All right, and he can hear really well, right? He has ears of another animal I can hear very
Ears
well.
of the wolf.
Okay, I'm remembering this now. Yes.
Strength of the bear. Speed of
Yes.
the puma.
I think he was my favorite of those because he had all those abilities like it. I just thought that was cool.
Okay.
But I'm going to go ahead and just say this. Just Cyclops is going to literally blow a hole in the middle of his chest. So,
You think so?
I think it's what it's going to come to. I don't think he's going to get him first shot. I think it's going to be.
I love Cyclops, but strength of the bear, speed of the puma.
Have you seen who else Cyclops is going up against?
True.
And he's the leader of the X-Men. You know.
Yes.
I'm going Cyclops on this one personally, but you can fight me on it if you wish.
I will not fight you on it because I think there's a greater battle coming.
Okay. This is the fight I didn't know I needed to see.
John Rambo versus Mario.
This is the greatest. This is the greatest. I would pay good money for this on pay-per-view to see these two go at it. Oh my god! How do you even do this? This is so great. I love this so
all
much.
random. This is all random too.
This is when randomness just works out in our favor. All right, we got the legend himself and Rambo going against each other. Oh, this is such a great matchup. I love this with all my soul. Oh man. All right. What are you thinking on this? This is honestly, I think it's.
Oh, I don't think there's a matchup at all.
What are you talking about? If you're going to say Rambo, we're going to throw hands here.
Oh, Rambo.
How?
He's an elite Green Beret.
Mario literally can throw fireballs.
Rambo can throw bullets and bow and arrows.
What good is a bullet going to do if he's on fire, my friend?
He's an
listen to this. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Mario can throw fire. He can throw ice. He recently can turn into a big fat elephant. He can do all kinds of stuff, my friend. He can turn into a raccoon and fly.
Yeah, but he's got to have that stuff in his item box.
And he's taken, you know how many times he's taken on this giant lizard?
Drive a tank, helicopter, fly a plane.
It's not going to work.
Destroyed Russians.
He's going to have to slow down because Mario.
Johnny.
This is.
Johnny. Remember we talked about, you told me to put my bias aside.
Don't do this to me.
Johnny.
Don't do this to me.
Johnny.
One of them's got to, okay, here. I'll give you this. Just admit that Mario has the superior mustache. And I'll let it go.
Okay.
All right, but I'm not, I'm not happy about this, but Rambo moves on.
Your bias is not happy. I picked this picture of Spock just for you.
Oh, yeah, the one where the Vulcan's smiling. Yeah. Well, in fairness, he is half human. All right.
This is Spock versus Matt Tracker from Mask.
I have giant biasness here, so I'm going to let you talk this one through.
Okay, so Max Tracker has Thunderhawk, which is, I believe, a Camaro that transforms into a plane that shoots rockets.
Okay. The other one has the Starship Enterprise, but keep going.
Can't man that by himself, though.
He's a Vulcan, my friend.
And he also has the helmet Spectrum that can control any source of light. So he could like.
Well,
really
Spock doesn't
fly.
even need cable.
I will let this one go if you give me one later.
Oh God. Oh God. I feel like I already gave you one. I'll let Rambo go on.
That was the obvious. People would have canceled us if I would have let that one go.
All right.
The blinding thing.
I mean, Spock has got all kinds of tricks up his sleeves, right? I think he's incredibly smart. On top of that, he's got the Vulcan grip where he can just grab you that one spot in your shoulder and you're out cold.
You got to kind of get to him through a
You do got to get to him.
Chevy Camaro.
I do think if it comes to a hand-to-hand combat, I do think Spock wins. So, all right. With that caveat, which I'm sure I'm going to feel bad about later, let's say Spock wins, and I'll remember this for later on in this tournament. I know I'm going to feel bad about this later, though.
All right. Ace McCloud versus Gandalf the White. This is
I don't even feel like
kind of machine versus magic.
Yeah, I'm just going to let you keep talking until you just admit Gandalf was moving on.
Oh yeah, he's gonna move on because
Yeah,
Ace McCloud does have missiles and guns.
Yeah, but that's not Gandalf the Gray. That's Gandalf the White. Big difference.
Okay, I'm gonna save my fight for another one.
All right.
Do we?
This is a sweet fight right here, by the way.
Master Chief versus Optimus Prime. Do we really argue with this one?
No, I think we're both going to agree. But I will say this fight would be really cool.
It would be good. It would be good, but I think
be very, very awesome. I do love Master Chief. I'm a big Halo guy, but Optimus Prime is moving on and rolling out, as he likes to say.
Luke Skywalker versus Lion-O.
This is another fun matchup.
It is, but I think we know
Luke is moving on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is where. Oh, we forgot. We got to finish this side. Spider-Man versus Green Ranger.
I just looked on the other side of this bracket, and I think I know what your fight's going to be. And I already feel really bad. Okay, again, another great fight. I think. I know you're going to hate this, but I'm going to give it to Spider-Man personally. What are you thinking?
I told you I got to fight later on. That just know if I keep on giving them to you.
I'm going to pay for this later. I know.
Oh, I'm going mafia style on you.
This is like since I turned 40 and I eat pizza, and I love pizza, but I know I'm going to pay for it in the next couple of days.
I'll give you Spider-Man.
All right, Spider-Man's moving on. Batman's going to hate me later, I'm pretty sure, but here we go.
I would say Cyclops over John Rambo.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
One of them literally has a weapon on his face. So, yeah. Those optic blasts are going to take out some.
Oh,
this is destroyed my soul. These two, first of all, these two would never fight.
But they have to.
But they have to in this case. I love Spock. I'm a giant Star Trek fan. But I think
this one hurts more than the villains.
Yeah, it does.
Really hurting more than the villains.
It does. I think Gandalf's moving on though.
Yeah. This one's really hurting more than the villains.
Yeah, I don't like that matchup, but it was going to happen.
I don't like this one.
Oh, good God. This is two guys that are my favorites from their franchises each. Luke's my favorite in Star Wars, and Optimus Prime's my favorite Transformer. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
I think Luke's moving on.
I think so, too.
But that's a fight I would love to see.
But he probably would have had to use it. No, he wouldn't have used the Matrix. The Autobot Matrix of leadership.
Oh, yeah. Keanu Reeves would help him out. I see what you're saying.
I would still give it to Luke. He would find some way to like force bubble himself or something.
Yeah, he's one of the most powerful Jedi of all time. So
Cyclops.
These two have bound to have really fought in the comics before.
I was gonna say, and it's Cyclops. But then because he could blast through the web.
Yeah, but he would be blinded temporarily. Let Spider-Man. I think it's gonna be a really good fight. I guarantee you they've fought. I mean, there was that whole run in the comics that was X-Men versus the Avengers. I had a lot of those. I got a Scotty Young signed giant poster I'm very proud of. It's one of my favorite artists in comic books. Man, I really love these two characters. So I don't care which one you pick on this one. I'm fine with either one. I think this will be
I
a
think
very close fight. But if you're going to give it to Cyclops, I'm on board for it.
I'll give it to Cyclops. Or should I give it to Spider-Man? Oh, I've given you. I think I've given you enough for the ammo.
You have.
This one,
This is like, oh man,
I gotta go with
the Force versus. Oh man, all right. I'm inclined to go with Luke too, but I will say that Gandalf the White literally in the Tolkien universe is basically a a stand-in for, like, he gets killed, he dies and he gets resurrected basically, right?
Mhm.
And he comes back and he literally saves everybody.
Kind of
So
what Luke did in a way. He was born and then
yeah, that you're right. Yes,
he kind of helped out people.
yeah, but Luke didn't need to get resurrected, I guess. But
Could you say Luke destroyed 2 Death Stars?
you could say, and he did. Yeah,
Just saying. It's 2.
I'm going to go.
Death Star
I'm with you. I'm with
it's
you.
Gandalf destroyed.
I'm Gandalf's literally destroyed entire armies, but I will say I'm going to go with you, and I think Luke moves on here.
I think
But it's going to be one heck of a fight, I do believe.
I did one of my very first episodes is like for the when it was this was named something else was Jedi's versus Wizards, but
Yeah,
I used Harry Potter wizards and they just slaughtered them.
I was about to say it doesn't even sound fair.
No, when you start thinking about it, we
Because
know.
if you want to just boil it down, like, Jedi's are like the most incredible wizards in pop culture.
Yeah. We come on.
It's Luke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke moves on, but again, a heck of a fight. The problem here, though, is that lightsaber and Luke's skills with that lightsaber is going to block a lot of those blasts.
That's where I'm going with it.
Yep.
We all know He-Man's gonna win.
I just want the world to know. Andrew gave me a couple other ones before this. I have to let this slide. I cannot fight it, despite every instinct inside me saying differently.
We know He-Man's winning.
But I guess He-Man's winning.
You said I don't think Batman could take out Cringer.
I'm cringing right now, but He-Man's moving on, so we get one heck of a last battle here.
I would have put Batman probably over, but I can't do it with He-Man.
I get it, man. I understand.
Indiana Jones versus Raphael. This is my second favorite battle so far.
I love everything about this. Again, I'm with you. This is the second greatest battle that we've had on here, right behind Mario and Rambo. This is so great. Oh god. All right. One's an incredible ninja, and I would dare say he has the strength above Indiana Jones, but Indiana Jones is really resourceful. He's a decent fighter on his own. He's crazy with that whip. I do love Indiana Jones a lot, but I think Raphael's moving on. But I'm very biased here, so you tell me.
The only thing that kind of gives me Indy is the famous sword scene.
Oh yeah, but little inside trivia: the reason that he just shoots the guys because that day on set he was actually really sick. It was supposed to be a real fight, but they changed it because he was sick that day. That tells you how much I love Indiana Jones. I've literally read books about it. I do love Indiana Jones, but my all-time ever top pop culture character ever is Raphael from Ninja Turtles, and I'm not just saying that lightly. So that's my biasness showing through. That's why I think I'm going to have to excuse myself from this because I would always say Raph.
But that's a swordsman, and this is a highly skilled Ninja Turtle. So
yeah,
I agree with you on Raph.
Okay, good.
Johnny.
Don't do this.
Johnny,
this is our two. This is our two favorite characters of all time, right?
Pretty much. I would put He-Man up there with Optimus, and He-Man wins. Power of Grayskull, Cringer, elite superhuman strength.
Yeah, but Raphael is rude but crude.
This is He-Man.
But it's Raphael. He has these size. He's really good with them.
I'd give you maybe over Prince Adam, but this is He-Man.
I don't.
He-Man.
I don't. I don't feel well. I don't feel well.
You
I
just
don't like this. But you gave me two on the other side, so I'm going to allow it to for that to happen. This is a heck of a battle here. We got He-Man,
versus Luke.
very good fight. I'm going to say Luke wins,
The
but I'm
Force.
incredibly curious what you think here.
I'm thinking Luke wins because of the Force.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lightsaber could cut the power sword.
That's why I think it'd be a great fight because I don't
Like-
think they're cutting each other's weapons.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're both incredible weapons. I'm gonna throw this out to you though. If there was ever a crossover between these two franchises, I think He-Man is Force sensitive. What about you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't? I mean, he's strong and he's got a really
But
sweet
that's
sword.
all from the power of Grayskull.
Yeah, the power of Grayskull could be
The Force.
the Force in a way, right?
I don't like that. I like to think of it as something different.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did that to you. I apologize.
Oh, so my love of He-Man goes very deep. So I'm at work and another guy that's like probably maybe I want to say about 9 years younger than me, maybe 10, somewhere around in there. Younger than me. So yeah, he's like in his he's 30. And he shows me this He-Man thing. He goes, "Hey, you really like He-Man?" I go, "Dude, He-Man's the best. I love Masters of the Universe." And he shows me that one of He-Man singing, and it hurt my soul so badly that somebody would make a joke of He-Man. Just hurt my soul. So
Um, you consider us very close friends, right?
Johnny, don't even say it.
You realize that on a certain other show that I'm breaking the fourth wall here. I'm Skeletor, and Skeletor's a big idiot.
Yeah, I know. But that's the beauty of the Skeletor character.
Oh,
Like,
okay, so you said if I was playing He-Man, it'd be a little different. Is what you're
yeah,
saying.
the beauty of the Skeletor character is I believe one of the guys said it best in the toys that made us, like the Skeletor on um the original Masters of the Universe cartoon was just scary enough, and him being
Yeah.
that type of guy was like the charm of that character. Like if he was like overly scary, like I'm gonna kill all of you, it would
Yeah.
not there would not have been that charm to him.
Yeah, I'm not going to do Skeletor here. You're going to have to go listen to the panel discussion if you want some Skeletor in your life. But yeah, I think Luke does move on here. I think Luke wins. Man, we have a winner here.
Yep.
Winner. Jedi is the winner here.
So who do we? So it's Luke versus Apocalypse.
Wow.
That's a fight.
The ultimate force of good versus the ultimate force of evil. That's what we got for our final. And I do think we're going to do that fight next time. Am I right? Or we're going to do it
No,
now?
we're doing it now.
Oh, okay.
We're doing it now, Johnny.
All
We're
right.
doing it now.
Okay. Man. All right. So I think this is one heck of a fight. Both of these combatants are going to feel it the next day. One of them's probably going to be dead. This is a fight to the death, right? It's got to be between these two. But you said something earlier that really stuck out to me. Luke Skywalker has destroyed two planet killers. Two of them.
And
So this would just be a third for him.
Matt's gonna love that I bring this up. The force projection across the galaxy. He's
Yeah,
listening.
arguably the greatest thing Luke Skywalker ever did. Yeah,
If Matt listening to this,
he projected himself across the galaxy.
he is mother effing me so badly.
Oh man, I can't wait to discuss this later. Later on this today, I'm recording my Star Wars podcast. So this is gonna be fun.
Jeez.
I think Luke wins this though. I do think it's a heck of a fight, but in my opinion, I'm gonna let you say who you think. But in my opinion, I think Luke Skywalker comes out of this whole 2 week incredible battle as the ultimate winner here.
I think so too, because even in what is it, Legends, he crushed a Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
there is a bunch of power that he does have, but it seems like it's all Jedi stuff too. Like when you're looking at Apocalypse, teleportation, regeneration, healing factor, immortality. I mean, he's gonna wound them. Telekinesis, telepathy, energy, superhuman strength,
and he's basically a
superhuman.
bigger. He's like a bigger Palpatine, right? Really?
Yeah, superhuman reflexes, intelligence, all that stuff. But I think Luke is that strong with the Force.
I think so too. I'm with you here.
I think good triumphs over evil.
I also think that at the end of the day, even though a lot of my favorites went down in battle, I'm very happy with this result.
I'm happy that we actually got to discuss, like you said, two battles we never thought were ever
Yes.
going to happen.
I guarantee you, only on this show you have Mario taking on Rambo and Indiana Jones fighting one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's only happening on the Nostalgia Funhouse.
Like every other one was like pretty cool. Like you're like, oh, okay, yeah, okay.
They're all cool fights, but there's just something extra sweet about those two fights in particular.
Rambo versus Mario.
Yes. That's almost like Smash Brothers level type of fights, right? Where you have like these two different franchises going against each other. Oh man, I love this. This was a lot of fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. We'll definitely be doing more tournaments like this for sure.
We gotta have a King of the Ring.
Oh, literal King of the Ring. Yeah,
We
we'll
gotta
find out
have
the
a
ultimate King of the Ring is.
Because we still got more spots that we could fill on the other side. So
yeah,
we could make it huge and wrestler versus wrestler.
Love it. Love it. We're gonna be doing that soon. Stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming up that I'm very excited to do on this show. Especially excited for another I don't know if we're going to do it tournament style, if we're just going to grade them. I don't know. We haven't decided yet, but stay tuned. We're going to be talking some Santa Clauses at some point in the near future. We got a lot of fun stuff just planned that I can't remember because Andrew's the one who writes everything down, and my memory is that of some animal I can't think of.
In next episode, we will be reviewing G.I. Joe the movie, so Johnny can really learn all about Nemesis Enforcer.
I'm very excited to find out why this Nemesis Enforcer is so fantastic. Mm-hmm. I will bring my unbiasedness to this. I'm going to watch this movie with like ultimate attention to detail, and to see if I'm like, you know what, ultimately Andrew was right. We're going to find out next week on Nostalgia Funhouse.
And shout out to I'm going to shout out both of the two fans that just seem to message us the most. Nico, always giving us great ideas. And then Gary T, who reached out to me because he recreated the tournament that we did for the villains. But there are links to these. So if you want to do these tournaments yourself, reach out to us and I can send you the links. And then you can let us know. Either way, let us know who you think would win, who do you think would lose.
Yes.
Everything else, maybe you're like Johnny and you think Mario could beat Rambo.
Yeah. I still feel that in my soul.
But okay. But yeah, just reach out to us, let us know. I'm gonna do
a poll. I am gonna do a poll about this later. Would Mario defeat Rambo? I'm very curious what everybody's gonna say.
I want to hear what Trevor's gonna say.
Oh, Trevor's gonna be on my side, I guarantee.
Yeah, I can guarantee it. He's gonna give me some crazy thing. Uh, but yeah, that's yeah, reach out to us. Like I said, we're doing GI Joe the movie. We're working on stuff for December as well because it is the Christmas season, and I don't want to kill this off for Johnny because Johnny is a big Christmas guy.
I do love Christmas. Very big Santa Claus guy as well, so I'm very excited for
Yep.
next month. But I also love Thanksgiving, so that's the month here in the States. It's just the month of Thanksgiving. We're very thankful for all of you who listen to us. It means a lot to Andrew and I. Make sure you check out all our socials. Andrew does an amazing job. There's a Facebook page and also Instagram page. Make sure you check those out. Andrew does honestly incredible work on that, which is great because I'm not good at most things. So thankfully, Andrew can take up my slack there. I'm gonna be thinking the rest of the day about this Rambo Mario fight, and that's literally my day is now destroyed because that's all I'm going to be thinking about.
But check out YouTube as well because we are going to be posting. I think whenever we do these bracket fights, we are going to be posting that on YouTube as well. So
Yeah,
you can see.
yeah, and also a shout out to speaking of Trevor, we mentioned Trevor a lot. He has a YouTube channel, Cardboard Cave. Make sure you check it out. He does a lot of really cool things. It's either everything from board games to action figures that he's unboxing and talking about. So basically, if you're a nerd like me, you're going to enjoy the stuff he's putting on there. Oh, and some really fun food reviews.
Yes.
So make sure you check that out.
And with that being said, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
And may the force be with you.